All right, guys. So another game that I wanted to talk about real quick was the Kansas City Chiefs versus Cleveland Browns game, because this game was extremely exciting to watch. And again, I recorded this video like damn near 2 hours ago or close to it. And, unfortunately, I don't know what happened to the footage. It was gone. But anyway, so I'm just going to record it again. And I'm going to briefly just talk about this game. I don't know how in the hell Cleveland lost this game. I'll be honest. Cleveland had this game in the bag. But unfortunately, man, when you keep making mistakes, when you make the littlest mistakes, Kansas City is always going to capitalize, man. Kansas City is one of the best teams in the NFL when it comes to capitalizing off of another team's mistake. Cleveland, for the majority of this game, they controlled the game for the majority. They ran the ball extremely well. Baker Mayfield was extremely efficient with the football. The play calling was excellent, in my opinion, in the first half. The offensive line was able to dictate and control the line of scrimmage for this tough Kansas City's front seven. It's just that, man, when you give Kansas City when you just give them the slightest bit of momentum, Patrick Mahomes and this Chiefs squadron and this defense, they're going to take advantage of it 100 times out of 100, right? When you look at the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, you have to play literally a flawless game in order to beat Kansas City. They're one of the only teams in this league where you literally have to play flawless and everything has to go in your certain direction. The Browns brought pressure. The Browns brought pressure off the edge with Myles Garrett and those guys on the line of scrimmage. They brought pressure, so I don't feel like that was certainly the issue. The running game, for the most part, Kansas City, Clyde Edwards-Helaire had a little bit of success in the running department, so maybe that definitely played a factor into it. But I tell you what also played a huge factor into it was Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce was unguardable. Tyreek Hill had 191 yards, definitely unguardable. Definitely that one play where, Patrick Mahomes is rolling, I think, to the right or maybe to his left, but he's rolling outside of the pocket, literally heaves the damn ball up, sees Tyreek Hill, throws the perfect pass, or maybe John Johnson was just out of position, and Tyreek Hill caught it, and that was and scored a touchdown. I mean, it's just moments like that, man, that it's just you gotta as a Browns, if you're a Browns supporter, you're gonna be like, dude, what the hell is happening, right? And then you look at the Nick Chubb fumble in the third quarter where the Browns are moving the ball at will, and then that crap happens. And it gives the Chiefs, again, another set of momentum. I mean, for the majority of this game, the Chiefs were up by a couple scores. But at the end of the day, when you make the slightest hint, when you make the slightest bit of the mistakes, Kansas City and Andy Reid, this team is going to take advantage of it 100 times out of 100. Again, you got to play a flawless game in order to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They're one of the only teams, if not the only team in this league, to do that. But if you're a Browns fan, you got to be extremely optimistic, even though you have another game where you should have won inside of Arrowhead Stadium. Browns fans should definitely be optimistic about it because, again, the running game was there. The passing attack was certainly there. Jarvis Landry played great. I don't even think Odell Beckham even played today. Anthony Schwartz, man, from Auburn was phenomenal. I felt like he was fantastic today. So they got a lot of promise. They got a lot of weapons. I know they definitely lost Jedrick Wills. Hopefully not for the season, but I know he's out with an ankle injury, and I love Jedrick Wills, so hopefully he gets to return back as healthy as possible, as soon as possible. But hopefully he can stay healthy. I don't know. It's just this is a game where if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you're saying, dude, we had this game won and we lost it. But just again, those slightest amount of errors is what is going to cost you against the Chiefs. They are not a team to mess around with, man. When you are up by 2 scores, you got to continue to try to press the gas pedal. You got to continue not to make mistakes. It's just a tough blow if you're a Browns fan. But if you're a Chiefs fan, you at this point, are you really surprised? This is probably one of the only teams in the league where if they're down by 2 or 3 scores, unless you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Chiefs are going to make a comeback. This is what they are. This is what they do. And moving on forward, man, it's just going to be extremely tough to beat this team. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Really want to hear it from you guys. And yeah, that's about it. So anyway, guys, Jan Sports, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace.